the south side of Ankeny. This is Austin Oliver coming to you live from the Hawk's Nest here on the south side. It's a game number 1 for the Ankeny Hawkettes here in the early part of the volleyball season, 2026 to 2027. It's been a triangular tonight here at the Nest with North Polk as the next opponent. They took on ACA in the first matchup of the night. ACA came out on top, and that'll be the culmination of tonight's festivities with Ankeny taking on Ankeny Christian in the third game. But tonight, for right now, we've got the North Polk Comets coming in with an 0-1 record, their first game of the year. This is the second day of the volleyball season. Several teams played yesterday as well, but the bulk of the state started tonight. And I heard the starting lineups for both teams, and we'll be ready for volleyball here shortly as the referees do lineup checks for both teams. We should be ready to go. We'll have Kellen Rausch, a sophomore setter, serving for the Hawkettes to start off tonight. We're all seeing some of her first varsity action. Played a little bit of varsity, I believe, last year, but this will be her first action at the varsity squad. A little bit of a shank there for the Comets. Gives a free ball over to the Hawkettes. They're going to use it. Pretty aggressive. Take it to the outside. Good dig, good block by the Hawkettes. Popped over by Rasmussen, and it'll be her again hitting. Tries to tip over, and it's caught at the top of the net as they try to push it over. The Hawkettes weren't able to get that one over the top of the net. That'll be North Polk's first point of the match. Ailey Eiley back there to serve, number 6 for the Comets. They test outside, and there's a swing and a hit from Wiederin. Is she playing on the outside this year? Played a lot of right side last year, but I think we'll see her exclusively on the strong side this year. But she puts that one away very, very easily. Strong hit from her. Looks like she is going to go to the right side in this set. Marley Ellison's in the front row. Ball taken over by Jaden Ewell. Back to Wiederin. Wiederin's blocked. They pop it back up, sends it all the way across to Ellison. Ellison tips over the top of the net. Rasmussen takes a swing. I think there was a touch. Yep, touch at the net by the Hawkettes. It'll be point to the Comets. Into the game at libero's going to be number 2, Jacinda Nemmers for the Comets. And that'll also bring in number 9, Reese Wagner will come into the strong side. And also number 14, Sophia Bouchard, the junior, is going to be the setter, I believe, now. And she takes it into the net. Looks like North Polk Comets are doing a serve-receive variation with the liberos. It can run 2 liberos in this year's rules now. And they'll run 1 libero for serve-receive, 1 libero for defense. Strong hit from Rasmussen. Jaslyn Rasmussen with the swing. She'll take the point and go back to serve. Serve gets it to libero for the Hawkettes. Back to Wiederin. Wiederin swings. One touch by Rasmussen, but not able to get enough control of it. Sends it into the stands. That'll be the second kill for Wiederin. Hawkettes running a 6-2 to start the game out here. That brings in number 4, Macy Cole, into the game. That'll also bring in a new right side and a new middle. That'll be Raquel Risk as the new middle, number 18 as the new middle, and number 11, Emerson Hutchins, a sophomore. She'll be playing right side, looks like. Marley Ellison on the outside. Free ball here for the Comets. Let's see what they can do with it. Try to go quick. have to scramble a little bit, not able to get that back over the net. Point to the Hawkettes, tied up at 4-4. Going to be experimenting with some replay tonight. Andy Pollock's here helping us out with the new program he's got on his system. So looking forward to fleshing that out and experimenting with it a little bit tonight. See if we can get it to work well. Yeah, net violation on the Hawkettes. Sends the point over to the Comets. Jaden Ewell back into the game, and number 3 back into the game, Claire Riker. Should be the new setter for the Comets. Elle Isaacson with a swing. Cross court dug by the libero. Tries to do a roll shot over the net. It doesn't get enough of it, puts it into the net. That'll be a point for the Hawkettes. Risk back for serving. Ewell with the swing. She gets a touch on it, and Risk sends it. Puts a bunch of effort into that, but comes up just a little bit short. Hits that ground hard, but she pops up. Looks like she's good to go. She'll be subbed out for the libero. That'll be Caitlin Mesher into the game. Cole with a back row set to Ellison. Dumped there by the Comets. No one is able to react. Enough time there for the Hawkettes, and it's a point for the Comets. They're up 7-5 early here in game number 1. Nice run into the middle. Quinn Roush with the kill. Solid pass from Marley Ellison. Set that up. We'll have a sub there. It's going to be Macy Cole heading out to the bench and Haley Wiederin coming in. And that'll also bring in another setter. That'll be Kellen Roush into the game. And Emerson Hutchins will take a seat. Looks like the referees are having a little bit of trouble with the lineups over there, so they're getting that fixed out. It's the scorekeeper's first game of the year as well, so. So they're there talking to the referee, is talking to the scorekeeper. Looks like they got things worked out, so. Everything looks good to go. That's a long serve from Roush. Keeping the 2-point lead for the Comets. They'll look to build on it as they get the serve. So have a little bit of difficulty with subs already here. It's surprising because the Comets are 1 game in, so they should have been used to their subs by now, but still having a little bit of trouble keeping things moving. Isaacson with the pass, tipped over by Wiederin. She gets the top of the block off the top of Ewell and gets the point. That's how Alexis Isaacson back to the serving line. She puts the ball into play. Sent to the backside. Blocked on the right side. Marley Ellison gets the block. Hawkettes tied up at 8. Isaacson to serve again. A swing out of the middle. They bring in Rasmussen from the outside, bring it to the middle for that serve receive, and she gets the kill, hitting a 2 from the middle. Sophia Bouchard back to serve, just into the game. to the right side. Wiederin has no trouble with that. Cross court. Hits right over the top of the block. Kate Mesher in to serve. And she serves out. Give the lead back over to the Comets, 10-9. Substitution for the Comets. That'll send number 5, Nora Mathis, onto the bench. That'll bring in Madeline Clever. Number 1. Rasmussen, nice little pop-up, send it out to Clever. Clever swings off the top of the hands of Roush and goes out into the stands in the back. Rasmussen still serving. That goes long. Expect to see lots of mistakes in these first couple matches of the season, and we're definitely seeing that happening right now. A lot of missed serves. Some trouble with the rotations. We're going to have a little bit of that just because of this first game of the year. Cole comes back in. She'll be running the second part of the 6-2. Overpass for the Comets. Ellison reaches up and just taps that one straight down. Not able to be dug up by the Comets. Tied back up again for the Hawkettes. It's been a minute since they've gotten a lead, so we'll see if they can do with this. Overpass for the Comets. Sent to the outside. Nice swing from the outside for Clever. She puts it away. I'll bring the second libero in, number 10. It's Lydia Hansen. Trying to run the middle there, but there's a block there ready to go. It's Peyton Dirks with the block. Formidable blocker in there. She comes in at 6 foot tall, looks a little bit taller than that. It's got long arms in there, good blocker. Free ball here for the Hawkettes. Cole sends it to the back row. Isaacson reaches back. Dug up by the Comets. Send it to the outside. Clever again. Slows that one down. Ellison takes it over. First touch by number 14. Sophia Bouchard. She's just not able to get enough of it. Had another player there ready to go, but it just pops right over her arms. Ellison will be out back for the serve. Hawkettes still looking to tie things up. Nice block for the Hawkettes. Pop back up. Clever with the swing. Goes over with overpass from Ellison. Just doesn't get enough of it to keep it on her side. Goes out of bounds on the Comets side. Back to a 2-point lead for the Comets. So one little quirky rule with using those 2 liberos, only one of them can serve. So they have designated Hansen as the serving libero in this situation. But they'll still be popping those guys back and forth using both liberos, one for serve receive, one for defense. Ankeny just running one libero. Nice block on the outside from Dirks and Uhl. Blocked Isaacson straight down on that one. 3-point lead here for the Comets. And that's a timeout called by Coach Bethke, and we'll be right back after a couple words from our sponsors. Timeout Ankeny Hawkettes.
Experience customer-first ownership at Carl Chevrolet. Dare to compare and choose the features that matter the most. From Super Cruise hands-free driving to best-in-class cargo space and the Turbo Max engine. With Iowa's largest selection and financing as low as 0%, your next Chevrolet is at Carl.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
Back with the lead for the Comets. They have not gone down yet in quite a while here as the serve goes out, and the Hawkettes will get another opportunity with a tie game to take a lead. I think initially there was maybe a lead right in the first couple points, but it's been a minute since the Hawkettes have been up. Libero Caitlin Mesher will be serving. Nice pass there from the back row. Rasmussen takes a swing. Roush plays defense, but a little bit too strong on the pass over and goes out of bounds on the far side. Rasmussen with a heavy arm on the backside. That'll bring her back to the service line. Ellison, roll shot. Risk takes it over, and she just gets enough of that ball to be able to send it over. Almost a carry there on the Comets, but second ball goes awry anyways. Wiedemann back to serve. Risk takes it over, and she just roll shot from the Comets, sending it outside to Ellison. Ellison tries to take it off the top of the block. Rasmussen diving play at that, but just able to pop it up straight up in front of her. Nobody's able to get there in time. And it's a lead for the Hawkettes, 20-19. Wiedemann still back to serve. A little bit of trouble on serve receive for the Comets. Free ball here for the Hawkettes. They send it to the middle back row. Isaacson, swing from the back row is true. 2-point lead for the Hawkettes. Isaacson with the kill from the back row. A little bit of trouble on serve receive for the Comets. Free ball here for the Hawkettes. They send it to Comets send it to the backside. Roll shot goes long for the Comets. 3-point lead here, 22-19. And it'll be a timeout for Samantha Sheldon for the Comets, and we'll be right back.
My team and I know sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a great education. Every pass, serve, and swish develops critical skills like teamwork and perseverance. As an Ankeny mom, I've seen how important they are for success in the classroom and beyond. And as a realtor, I know that our schools are a big reason why people love to call Ankeny home. That's why I'm a proud supporter. Whether you're looking to upgrade, downsize, even find a driveway that fits a basketball hoop, I'm here to help at every step and stage of life. But before that, let's cheer on our team.
And we're back. North Polk taking all the time they can in this huddle as they kind of had a little bit of a collapse here at the end of game number 1 here. And they're down by 3, but they were up by 2 just a minute ago. So 5 straight points here for the Hawkettes as Wiedemann still back at the service line. 1 timeout left for both clubs. Good opportunity here for the Comets, but it's blocked in the middle by Risk. Sends it back over, and they're not able to get it back over. Another point for the Hawkettes. Wiedemann with an ace. That'll bring us to game point, 24-19. Ball girls need a little work as well here, but they get the ball over to the right side. Wiedemann with the game point here. Taking it to the back row. Rasmussen with the swing. No touch. It's just going to go out of bounds. That'll be game 1 to the Hawkettes, 25-19, with a big run from the service line from Wiedemann. We'll be right back with game number 2. This is the triangular here at the Hawks Nest. Hawkettes take game number 1, 25-19.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
And we're back with game number 2, 25-19 win in the first game for the Hawkettes. A little bit sloppy for both teams, but both the teams will look to get things cleaned up a little bit for your game number 2 as Isaacson pounds one over off the block and goes all the way to the far side and out of bounds off of the Hawkettes. It'll be point Comets. Run the 3 to the middle, looking for a touch as the ball goes out of bounds, and the referee saying nope. But run a little bit higher tempo. It's the first time we've really seen that so far in the match. That sister-sister combo with Kellen and Quinn as the setter and the hitter. Send it all the way outside of Wiederin. Wiederin off the top of the block. Point Hawkettes. Now Isaacson to serve. Nice serve out of her. Almost dropped down there. Gonna send it to the back row to Isaacson after she got the serve. Great set and a great kill out of the back row. That's a second kill for her out of the back row, so getting some nice tempo connection with Kellen Roush as a setter right now. Rasmussen able to roll shot it over. I'll try that three again. This time it connects much better, and they put it right on the back line for the Hawkettes. Point for them. 3-2 lead. Isaacson making that serve receiver really work hard. Free ball here for the Hawkettes. See what else they can do with it. Go to the weak side, and it goes right down the line with some authority, just past the 10-foot line. One-on-one block there for them, and she puts it away. Isaacson on a 3-serve run. Puts it into the net. That'll be Peyton Dirks at the service line. Ellis on the outside, swings, it's blocked. Gonna call in the net, call for a lift on the Comets. I think Roush got a little bit of a hand on that in the middle, was able to just get enough of it to send it back over, and the Comets had to get a lift in there to keep the ball in play, and ends the point. With the swing, dug up by the libero. Elson roll shot. Another free ball here for the Hawkettes. Back out to Ellison. She gets a good swing on it. Off the block. Kill for Ellison. Dug up by the libero. Ellison roll shot. Another free ball here for Mesher still serving. Overpass here. Ellison rears back and puts that one right on the 10-foot line. Kill Ellison. Outside to Rasmussen. Dug up by Isaacson in the back row. Out to Marley Ellison. She roll shots it to the back corner. Dug up by the Comets. Setter dump. Backside to Wiederin. And the Comets aren't able to get third ball over there. Kill for Wiederin. That'll be a timeout for the North Polk Comets. 8-3, game number 2. We'll be right back after word from our sponsors.
My team and I know sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a great education. Every pass, serve, and swish develops critical skills like teamwork and perseverance. As an Ankeny mom, I've seen how important they are for success in the classroom and beyond. And as a realtor, I know that our schools are a big reason why people love to call Ankeny home. That's why I'm a proud supporter. Whether you're looking to upgrade, downsize, even find a driveway that fits a basketball hoop, I'm here to help at every step and stage of life. But before that, let's cheer on our team.
And we're back. Quick timeout there for the Comets. They didn't utilize nearly as much as that one as they did in game number 1. Sending it to Rasmussen. Rasmussen takes a swing. Goes right around that block down the line. The setter for the Ankeny defense isn't able to get that ball up. Double sub for the Comets. That'll bring Sophia Bouchard into the game. Back row attack, Isaacson. Try to go 3 for 3 there, gets the ball over. Comets having some trouble, send it back to Isaacson. She running the offense, the 3 swing. 3 set to Risk, she's able to put that one away. Hawkettes starting to run a little bit better tempo action here for game number 2. Getting a little bit more free balls here from the Comets than they did in game number 1. It's leading to that. Rasmussen with a swing goes down the line, dug up by the libero for the Hawkettes. A nice little tip over the top of the block for Ellison. Gets another kill. This is the rotation that the Hawkettes were able to do some damage in the last game. Wiedemann served quite a few in the row. She's back to the service line again. She gets an ace. The Comets will flip-flop their liberos. Just get some new libero in there for serve receive. That'll bring Nimmers into the match. They go right at her. Perfect pass from her. High to the outside, and it's blocked. And the Hawkettes have switched over to a 5-1 as Kellen Roush has moved to the front row. They'll keep her as a setter, so that'll switch things around a little bit. Another ace for Wiedemann. So the change from the 5-1 to the 6-2 just happened. That'll mean that Roush will be setting in the front row. So that'll just have 2 hitters, but it'll also open up for Isaacson and Wiedemann from the back row. They'll have 2 options to be able to take swings back there. That ball sent wide from Rasmussen. Hawkettes starting to run away with this one, 14-4 here in game number 2. We're just playing 2 games tonight, or 3 games tonight, potentially, but 2-0 would end this match and send us Hawkettes over to ACA matchup for the end of the night, for the nightcap. Ellison with a swing on the outside, through the block, another kill for her. Everything going the way of the south side of Ankeny. Through the block, another kill for her. North Polk sends it to the backside, off the block and down for Rasmussen. Strong swing out of her. Stop the bleeding for the Comets. That'll send Rasmussen back to serve. Reeder with the swing from the back row. Roush sends it out to Ellison. Free ball here again for the Hawkettes. Back to Ellison. One-on-one block for her on the outside. She's able to go cross court deep and able to get the kill. A little bit of miscommunication on that Wiedemann back set. Risk thought she was running the slide here, so coaches, assistant coaches are talking to her a little bit just to make sure that she's decisive about which set she's going to, so make sure that those 2 don't run into each other. Kind of have 2 different people in the same kind of position with the set. Quick run here by the Comets trying to do that. A little setter dump here from Roush, and she's able to get the kill. Slow reaction by the North Polk defense. Yeah, substitution. Bring number 13 into the game. She'll be setting. Ellison with the serve. Polk tries to pop that off the net, and might be calling the second timeout of the second game here. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
All the pets in Ankeny can't wait to see us at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital. Located just south of Uptown, our family-owned and operated practice has yearly plans with monthly pay options. Your dog or cat can get routine and preventative care before you may ever even know they are sick. From dental care to x-rays to our own pharmacy, we love them like our own. Your pets are our pets at Heart of Ankeny Animal Hospital.
A quick timeout from both teams gets us right back into action. And that one goes long for the Comets. Things, wheels starting to fall off the bus here for the Comets as they're down 13 here in game number 2, 18-5. Clever with a swing cross court. Gets the point for the Comets. Bring Dirks back into the front row. Lydia Hansen into serve. Short serve from her. Use the back row. Ellison just tips it over, sending it to the outside for Clever. Clever tries to go down the line. Wiedemann plays good defense. All the way over to Isaacson. Isaacson just gets a little bit too much top of the ball and hits at the top of the tape. Goes right down on the Hawkettes side. It's like maybe Dirks on the Comets side may have taken that ball and hit her right in the nose, I think. And coach is just asking her to come over to check herself real quick here. Just don't want to mess around with any injuries, but she smiles and waves off the coaches, and she's ready to go again. Back into play for Hansen. Back out to Isaacson. She swings off the top of the block. Comets get to it this time, but they send a free ball over to the Hawkettes. Running a slide with a risk this time, and it's blocked. Roush takes it over on his second ball from the setting position, and swing from Clever doesn't get over, and point to the Hawkettes. Jenna Harbour in as the DS server. Free ball here for the Hawkettes. Wiedemann with the pop-up. All the way across to Isaacson. Isaacson rears back and tries to go around the block, but a little bit too hard on the angle. Goes out of bounds. And Harbour will take a seat. They'll do this sub. They'll sub real quick, and then they'll get the libero back in. Run the tempo to the middle there with a 3. It's connected nicely. Every time it's gotten a little bit better, a little bit rusty on the first one. Second one was decent. That one was pretty sweet. I'll take Kellen Roush back to the serving line. Ewell takes it over. Nice trying to set there from Roush as she tries to switch things up a little bit, take it to the back row. Elson gets the top of the net, just hung there for a second, and then whip snap back over to the Hawkette side. Point to the Comets. Clever with the serve. Blocked by the Comets. It gets over on the overpass, but another opportunity here for the Hawkettes. Wiedemann takes it over. Opportunity here for the Comets. They go down the line. Dug up by Roush, the setting defensive position. Free ball here again for the Comets. They send it to the backside of Ewell, and Ewell's blocked. Wiedemann and Roush match up for a double block on the outside. 22-9 in favor of the Southsiders. Dug up by Roush, the setting defensive position. Free ball here again for the Comets. They send it to the back. Overpass. Nicely redirected by Marley Ellison for the kill. Rasmussen rears back, sends that ball long. No touch, says a referee and the line judges. It'll be game point for Isaacson, 24-9. Ooh, nice little dig up there by the net player of the Comets. Weeder in back row that one. It wasn't a back row, but a stead off the net there, but just does not get enough of a top spin on that to keep it in bounds. It sends it out. 24-10. Side out wins the match for the Hawkettes. Elson, roll shot. Dump shot for the Comets. Weeder gets a shot, tries to put it off the block, tries to recycle it. Hawkettes played some decent D. Here's Roush, rears up and puts that ball away. Quick jump there from Roush, and that'll be the end of game number 2, 25-10 in favor of the Hawkettes. That's going to wrap up game number 2. Match number 2 for the night, and we're going to be setting up for ACA and Ankeny to finish up the nightcap of the night. Both are going to be coming in 1-0 on the match, and we'll be right back after word from our sponsors.
Experience customer-first ownership at Carl Chevrolet. Dare to compare and choose the features that matter the most. From Super Cruise hands-free driving to best-in-class cargo space and the Turbo Max engine. With Iowa's largest selection and financing as low as 0%, your next Chevrolet is at Carl.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
My team and I know sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a great education. Every pass, serve, and swish develops critical skills like teamwork and perseverance. As an Ankeny mom, I've seen how important they are for success in the classroom and beyond. And as a realtor, I know that our schools are a big reason why people love to call Ankeny home. That's why I'm a proud supporter. Whether you're looking to upgrade, downsize, even find a driveway that fits a basketball hoop, I'm here to help at every step and stage of life. But before that, let's cheer on our team.
And we're ready to go here with game number 3 on the night. It's going to bring the 1-0 Ankeny Hawkettes up against the 1-0 Ankeny Christian Eagles. Are they the Eagles? I believe they're the Eagles, yeah. I did not write that down before the game, but I believe we got the Ankeny Christian Eagles. And they're coached by Michelle Quick. She's been there for quite a few years. Got a daughter playing, freshman playing. She's an outside hitter and a setter, I believe, so we'll see her tonight. Looks like Ankeny's going to start out the game just the way that they started out the last 2 games. We'll see if they're going to run that 6-2 or the 5-1. They ended up last set of matches with the 5-1. Seem to be running fairly good for them. And the Eagles will be starting out serving. That'll be number 8, Evelyn Davis. Roush sends it to the outside. Wiederin over the top of the block. Kill for Wiederin. The block may be the problem for the Eagles tonight, as not a lot of size on the front line for the ACA. Isaacson with the serve. Nice swing. That's number 11, Havana Dolbear. She'll get the kill and then head right back to the service line. Dolbear just a sophomore. Overpass for the Hawkettes goes out of bounds. A little bit of miscommunication between Isaacson and the libero Mesher. Talking it over. Hopefully they get that one paired down there and not make the same mistake twice. Serve into the net for Dolbear. Mesher slides into the serving spot. ACA bringing a good hometown feel to the gym tonight as well. Both teams here from Ankeny. Serve receive goes off of the ceiling and goes straight down. Push to the middle, trying to run a little bit of tempo. Out to Ellison, roll shot. That's good defense played by the Eagles. They send one over, hits the top of the net. Out to Ellison. Ellison rears back and swings. No block there. Block out there late and too late. Cross-court kill for Ellison. Swing there by the Eagles. That's quick on the outside. Pushes through the block of the Hawkettes and able to get a point. Coach Quick jumps up and says, I want more of that. Still an Ankeny lead, 4-3 here early in game number 1. Back set to Wiederin, dug up from the back row, Dolbear. Out to Quick, Quick swings through the block again, but dug up by the Hawkettes this time. Back row attack from Isaacson. Setter tries to play some defense, but is not able to corral the kill from Isaacson. She gets the point. That's a sub in for the Eagles. Brings back in the libero. That'll be Caitlin Weathers back into the game. Quick with the roll shot. Roush sends it to the outside. Ellison rears back. Gets a little bit of the block, but even keeps the ball in bounds. Kill for Ellison. Weider extending the lead from the servicing line. Setter dump, easily corralled by the libero for the Hawkettes. Weider swings from the back row. Eagles scrambling. Out to Ellison on the outside. Tip over the block, but the Eagles are ready to go. Bentz. Back to Isaacson. Isaacson tries to finesse that ball into the donut, but just doesn't get enough of it, and it catches the top of the tape. Back onto the Hawkette side for a Eagle point. Quick to serve. Back row attack from Weider. Handled by the Eagles this time. Send it to the outside. A miss hit from the strong side hitter for the Eagles. Back over to Ellison, and no miss hit from Ellison. As she one-on-ones the outside block and cross-courts it for the point. Ellison to go from the kill right back to the serve. Outside. Strong swing from number 12. That's Malia Porter, a freshman, outside hitter. Bends to serve. Back row to Weider. Weider off the top of the block. Kept in play by the Eagles. They're able to tip one over, and I think we're getting a net violation or maybe under the net violation from the Eagles. As the play was very, very close to the net. I think we got a violation underneath the net. Quinn Roush back into the front line. That'll put Raquel Risk back at the servicing line. Still running the 5-1 from last game. Dolbear rears back, but the block is solid as the Roush sisters set up the block on the right side and push that one right back over to the Eagle side. Another swing to the outside, and the setter Roush gets another block. One-on-one matchup on there. We got the sophomore Kellen at 5'11", the senior Quinn at 5'8" in the middle. Usually you see those heights opposite for those two positions, but they're making it work, and it'll be a net violation from the Eagles. They'll send it back, or a double hit for the Eagles, and that'll lead us to a timeout called by Coach Michelle Quick, and we'll be right back after word from our sponsors.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
And we're back. ACA called a timeout. Referee whistles to get them out of their huddle, get them back out on the match. Down by 6. Early part of the first game for the Hawkettes, a 6-point lead. Kel Risk back at the servicing line still. Puts the ball back into play. Risk with a nice defensive play, keeps the ball in play. Bentz with the set, gets it over to number 12 for the Eagles, Malia Porter. She gets the kill. Second kill of game, number 2 for Malia. That'll be Caitlin Weathers in for the serve. Isaacson, perfect pass. Send it back row to Weeder in. She's able just to roll that ball over. Dolbear tries to run like a little bit of a slide action as she goes back to the outside, but this gets a little bit too much of that ball, sends it out of bounds. Kellen Roush, the setter, back to serve. Back set for the Eagles gets blocked. And then another back set there goes out of bounds with a roll shot. Point Hawkettes. Roush sends that ball long. Substitution for ACA. It's going to bring in number 8 for the Eagles, Evelyn Davis. Porter will take a seat on the bench. Measure a little bit of a serve receive snafu there. That's an ace for the Eagles. Ooh, another serve right off the top of the net. Dribbles to the 10-foot line. Nobody there to get it for the Hawkettes. Another ace for Weathers. No, it's not Weathers. That is that Quick there? That's Evelyn Davis, sorry. Evelyn Davis with two aces in a row. They go Weeder in the middle, running her a little bit off cycle there, and she takes the 2 set, puts it away, cross court. Nice swing from Wiederin. Isaacson back to serve. And that's Quick, blocked on the outside. Wiederin and Roush join up for the block on the outside. Backside set. Dolbear hits it off the block, and the ball blocks out of bounds. The referee's kind of looking at each other, trying to figure out what the call is, but they're going to call not over the net, no block, top of the tape. Coach Quick jumps up to get an explanation, but referee points out that he just stuck on the top of the net. Honestly, I couldn't really see from our angle whether it went over or not. That's a call that they go with. Backside again. Backside set for the Hawkettes. Wiederin puts that ball away. Kellen Roush doing a nice job of spreading the swings around. Ball girls working on getting the balls moved around here, but they got one back over to the right side here. And that'll be a point for the Eagles. They set the middle, a nice little pop, little push over there with the middle hitter, and it goes to a spot that the Hawkettes can't get to and keep it in play. That'll be Dolbear back to serve. Elson rears back, tips it. Initially, pancake ball goes up, but nobody around to get the second ball. Kel Risk will flip back into the front row as Quinn Roush takes a seat in the back. Caitlin Mesher to serve. We're back here for the Hawkettes. That's Breeze Benz with the kill. Back to serve is Gwendolyn Ramsey. Ooh, nice tempo run, 3 to the middle. Risk rears back and destroys that ball. Great set from Roush. Hawkettes are going to flip back over to the 6-2 as Roush is going to take a seat, and Macy Cole's going to go into the serving position. That also will bring in Emerson Hutchins into the front row. Back set, blocked by the Hawkettes. Overpass there, taken over by Ellison, but it's dug up and then sent long for the Eagles. Benj just doesn't get enough of the top of the ball there to keep it in bounds. It goes deep. Cole still serving. Set to the middle, good swing there, but it's a little bit too long, and they're looking for a touch. No touch called. That was number 13, Danny Craighead, the swing there. Ellison on the outside, roll shot. Corralled by the Eagles there. They send a free ball over. They're running quick to the middle, and that's Risk with a dig there. The libero for the Eagles gets that one up. They go right back to the outside to Hutchins. Not able to get much on that one. They go back row for Dolbert, and she gets enough, and it looks like it was pancaked, but the referee says no. Calls a down ball for Dolbert out of the back row, I believe. Nice dig there from number 1, Caitlin Weathers, on the quick attack from the Hawkettes. Risk in the middle, just reaches high, barely taps at it to the block, and then the block riddles that one right down onto the Eagles side. 22-12 in favor of the Hawkettes. That'll bring a serving substitution in for the Hawkettes. That'll be number 1, Jenna Harbour. Handled nicely by the Eagles. They go to the middle. Looking for a touch once again. No touch called. Sails out of bounds. Craighead with the miss. ACA is playing with 3 freshmen in the lineup right now. They got Quick setting and hitting. They got Craighead in the middle. I believe we had another one in here as well. Malia Porter is a freshman as well. Breeze Benz back at the servicing line. Outside Isaacson, rears back. Dug up by the libero, but too much to handle there as it goes over the net and out of bounds. Game point of game number 1, 24-13. Haley Eimers into the game, setting. No, I think she's actually just playing DS in the back row, so serving rotation for her. I call a touch there on the outside. Nice swing from that Craighead that swung on that one, or Dolbert. I think it might have been Dolbert with the kill. Isaacson, perfect pass in the middle. They bring her into the middle as well, and she has a nice tip to come into the middle. Dug up by the Eagles. Out of system ball here for Isaacson. It's blocked on the outside. That's number 12 and number 5. We got Malia Porter, the freshman, and Liv Naring, the junior. Eagles are fired up on that one. Isaacson gets another shot. Tips over top of the block. Defense waiting. Back set. Off the top of the tape. That's going to be game point. 25-15 in favor of the Hawkettes. That's game number 1. And that's it for game number 1. We'll be back in a few moments with game number 2 after a word from our sponsors.
My team and I know sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a great education. Every pass, serve, and swish develops critical skills like teamwork and perseverance. As an Ankeny mom, I've seen how important they are for success in the classroom and beyond. And as a realtor, I know that our schools are a big reason why people love to call Ankeny home. That's why I'm a proud supporter. Whether you're looking to upgrade, downsize, even find a driveway that fits a basketball hoop, I'm here to help at every step and stage of life. But before that, let's cheer on our team.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
And we're back south side of Ankeny, game number 2, the nightcap. Ankeny wins the first one, 15-25, 25-15. Had a big lead most of the match. Ankeny doing a little flip-flopping between a 5-1 and a 6-2, so it's going to be interesting to see how we come out here in game number 2. It'll be Kellen Roush back to serve. I think the sophomores look pretty good. Had some action last year, but first real solid action here and on the season here, but it's looked really, really nice. Does have the ability to be able to block that front row. That's why that 5-1 does work. Serves it into the net. The Eagles are fired up, got a lead here in game number 2. Passed up by Elson. Kill on the outside from Wiederin. About as easy as it can get for a team there. Nice pass and a nice set, nice kill. Dolbear with a swing, blocked. Went right up on top of the middle blocker there. She could not locate it above her. Elsa tries to slide in to get that ball, but not able to get it. Isaacson with the pass. Back set to Roush. Roll shot for the Eagles. Back in system for the Hawkettes. Back row attack from Isaacson gets the kill. Roush doing a nice job of mixing things up, distributing the ball all over to all her hitters. Got a ton of hitters, a ton of talent on this team of Hawkettes. Benz on the outside, dug up by the libero for the Hawkettes. Back set to Ellison. Ellison takes it over top of the block. Scramble to try to get that ball and keep it up. Not able to do so. Goes astray for the Eagles. Another point for the Hawkettes. 3-2 early in match number 2. Out of system ball here for the Eagles. Ball to the top of the net. It's going to be a timeout from Coach Michelle Quick and the Eagles as try to get some things settled down and into the right spots. Here we'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are two kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
Timeouts and in between games have been quick here as both teams back onto the court very, very quickly. They don't even use the whole minute. Mesher serving. And she's going to get an ace right out of the timeout. 5-2 early in game number 2 for match number 2. Ace for Mesher. Nice job for the Eagles off the top of the block. Fight through that block and falls out of bounds off a touch by the Hawkettes. That was number 5, Liv Naring with the swing and the kill. Wiederin, right over the top of the block. Lack of height for the Eagles is a detriment on situations like that. Wiederin just soars in from the outside and puts that ball away. She'll stride back to the service line. She'll be next in line to serve. Roush at the net, just taps that one back over, gets the kill. Setter kill, she'll take all those she could get. Free ball here for the Hawkettes in system. Setter dump from Roush, perfectly executed. Defense was worried about all the movement from the Hawkettes. It looked like they were going to run a slide and maybe a quick to the outside and just dumps that one over. Great use of the dump. Eagles chase that one down over their bench. But give a free ball here to the Hawkettes. That's that in-between ball that Roush has got to be a little bit more decisive on. Wasn't sure if that was to the slide or to the back row. And running that 5-1, it's going to be really important, especially on those back sets, to make sure it's either on the net or at the 10-foot line to alleviate some of the communication concerns. That's what one of the assistant coaches jumped up to kind of call out. Outside to Ellison. Outside of the Eagles. Tip pass. They run the quick in the middle. Dug up by the back row. Dolbear in the back row. Eagles keeping the ball on play. Out to Ellison. Ellison swings. Pushes that over the top of the block. Out of system ball for the Eagles. They recycle it off the block. A setter dump. And Wiederin tries to reach down and pancake the ball, but it just kind of peters out as it hits her hand and rolls onto the court. Another point there for the Eagles. 8-5 in favor of the Hawkettes. Ellison rears back. Nice swing out of her. It's initially dug by the libero, and Dolbear tries to run that one down, but comes up a little bit short. That's an interesting serve receive there. We got the libero in the back row, but essentially have 3 hitters all back there kind of in the servicing rotation there. You don't see that very often, but running this 5-1, there's going to be some variations of that we'll see, and just how Ankeny deals with that, it's going to be something to work out over the course of the season. The Eagles run the middle. Nice shot there from Craighead. I watched the earlier match against North Polk, and I don't remember her playing that much. It may have been another player there. I think they had played Paige Cathy for most of that game, one of the seniors, but looks like they got Craighead in there, like I said, one of those 3 freshmen that are seeing a lot of playing time. Out to Isaacson. Isaacson swings, barely dug up by the Eagles. They send it to the outside, try to roll shot it, but Hawkettes block it. Another roll shot, easily handled by Wiederin. Send it to the back row. Ellison rears back. Dug up by Weathers in the back row. Nice job out of her. And the Eagles fight through, get it off of a block, and get the points. Number 12, Malia Porter, one of those other freshmen, gets the kill off the Ankeny block. Roush back row, Wiederin. Going to get a touch, and I think the ball was in anyways. Good smart shot from Wiederin, taking a little bit off of it just to make sure that he keeps it in play. Risk back to serve. That'll be long. Ankeny doing just enough to keep the Eagles in the game right at this point. Small mistakes are keeping the Eagles here. Weathers back to serve. Had a couple great digs in the last couple points. Beautiful pass by Ellison, and Roush rises up, front row setter. So you're seeing a lot of that taken over into the college game right now. Just taking that ball with both hands and just pushing it right down. She's tall enough at 5'11" to get those hands above the net and push that ball down. Nice little weapon that Roush has there. Service ace there from Roush. And another ace from Roush, hits that back line. Breeze Benz tried to take a good look at that ball and just couldn't get a read on it and let that one go and hit that back line. She'll get subbed out for number 4. Carmen Lamberts comes into the game, sophomore DS. She'll get tested right away. Gets the ball up. Free ball here, though, for the Hawkettes. Popped up by Quinn Roush, and they'll go to Isaacson. Isaacson just taps it over the top of the block, and Libero slides in there, gets a little bit of a touch there, but not enough. Coaches and the referee checking on the Libero Weathers as she slid in there and hit a little bit of her head on the backside of her head, but she looks to be okay. It's been all Roush in the last few minutes. Oh, Interesting little play there. She can't jump up and block because she's in the back row, so she just kind of put her hand up, and the attack went right off of her hand, but ended up sailing out of bounds. But interesting little play. Everyone kind of did a double take on what happened there, but she cannot jump in that situation. Isaacson with an assisted ball, the outside, Wiederin slides a feet, gets it over, pops it right off the back of the net. Nice push over the top of the block for the Eagles. That's number 2, Gabby Quick with the kill. Isaacson with a swing, cross court, dug up by the newcomer, the DS. Roll shot. Back row attack from Ellison. Great set from Roush. Free ball once again for the Hawkettes. They go 3 right to sister connection. She puts the ball away on a little bit of a tempo middle shot. Quinn Roush with the kill. Dolbear, popped up by Roush, sent the outside Wiederin. Libero steps in, takes that out of system ball. Nice ball out of her, able to set it because she's behind the 10-foot line. Kill for Wiederin. All the way outside, Wiederin rears back. Double block was there, but that middle blocker is a little bit on the small size, and Wiederin goes right over the top, puts the ball away. Couple subs for the Eagles. Breeze Benz back into the match. (17-10) here in game number 2. Dolbear, roll shot. Able to get the conversion on it. Dolbear will get the kill, then head back to the servicing line. She'll be next up to serve. Back row attack from Isaacson. Almost an overpass by the Eagles. Good block in the middle from the Hawkettes. Send the ball to the back. Benz tries to push through the block, but a violation on that by the Hawkettes. That'll be a point for the Eagles. Called Quinn Roush in the net. Wiederin finally makes a mistake, takes that one long. Had a pretty solid night there for Wiederin. Not very many unforced errors at all, but that's the first one here in game number 2. That's a kill for, it's number 10. That's Breeze Benz for the kill. Dolbear on a little service run here for the Eagles. Back within 3, sending the outside to Wiederin. Wiederin once again goes over the top of the block. Middle sub, Raquel Risk into the game, into the front row. That'll bring Caitlin Mesher to the service line. That one sails long. Mesher just a little bit too much oomph on that one. Quinlan Ramsey in to serve. Gets Isaacson pushed back on her heels. Isaacson, perfect pass that time. Back set to Wiederin. Wiederin swings a little bit long. Back within a point for the Eagles, 18-17. They fought back here in game number 2. Elson with the pass. Now run her in the middle. Gets too much of the ball there, tied up. And that'll lead to a timeout for the Hawkettes. Tied up at 18s for the Eagles. Big comeback out of them. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
And we're back on a quick timeout from both teams. 18-18. Eagles serving. And it was a right call by Coach Bethke. Led to the freeze on the server. She serves it into the net. Back into the lead for the Hawkettes. This is a rotation for the Hawkettes. It's been very, very good tonight for them. Free ball here for the Hawkettes. Risk takes that ball. Outside to Ellison. Ellison rears back and rips it. Kill for Ellison. Good set there, and it's going to be a net violation. Center just got a little bit of the net with her back there. It's Avalyn Davis there with a little bit of a touch. Hair and a little bit of shoulder as well. Back set, Wiederin. Dug up nicely by the Eagles. Send it to Quick push set, push attack there. And it's not able to be corralled by the Hawkettes. Another point for the Eagles. Substitution, that's Avalyn Davis steps out and into the match. It's number 12, Malia Porter. Quick serving. Elson. Nice dig by Dubert. Roll shot from the Eagles. Dump set there from the Hawkettes. Gets the offense back into a rhythm. Block from the Hawkettes. Recycled for the Eagles. They're keeping the ball playing. They get another point. Draw back within one. This Eagles defense is definitely scrappy. That's come to play here in game number 2. Isaacson, back row attack, dug up by the Eagles, setter dump, easily corralled by the libero from the Hawkettes. Ellison tries to get a little bit of the block, and she's not able to get the block, but Breeze Bentz is able to get the block on the other side, and ball goes down for the Eagles. Tied up at 21s. Quick, nice little run here. 3 straight points. Elson on the outside. Opportunity here for the Eagles, and setter takes that first ball, and nobody steps in to take the second one. Falls harmlessly on the ground for the Eagles, and a point to the Hawkettes. Marley Ellison back to serve. Outside. Ooh, a little bit of a stumble there right as she was gathering to go up. She okay? That's a little bit of a stumble there. She gathered her feet together to go up and attack that one. I was nervous there that something maybe really had happened there, but she seems to be okay. Back set to Benz. Dug up by Ellison. Back row attack to Wiederin. Wiederin just a little bit short on it that time. Eagles back within one. Benz back to serve. 23-22 in favor of the Hawkettes. They take a long huddle to get things talked out there. Isaacson, good pass, sets it back out to her. She rears back. Benz digs that one up, sends it to the outside. Dolbert swings, risk, takes it over. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to get tied up at 23s. Eagles just won't go away in this match. Ben's back serving still. Out of system ball here for the Hawkettes. Isaacson rolls that ball over, takes the setter out of position. Middle steps in, nice set out of the middle. Setter dump, and gonna call a double on the setter dump. Just was not able to corral that very good. It was a great idea, but not able to get that clean. And when that ball goes to the net on that second ball, always has to be clean no matter what. And Hawkettes are reeling here as the Eagles get to game point, and they call a timeout. We'll be right back after a word from our messages.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny.
Wait. All right, had to interrupt that message here because we got game point here. I want to make sure we have this covered for you guys. Eagles have fought back in this game to get back into it. They're trying to win game number 2, and they do so with a net off of the serve that goes over and falls into the donut for the Hawkettes. It'll be 1-1. We're going to go to game number 3. We're going to jump back to a commercial, so we'll be back in a couple minutes here to finish up the night. We'll have a game 3. It's going to be 1st to 15. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.
My team and I know sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a great education. Every pass, serve, and swish develops critical skills like teamwork and perseverance. As an Ankeny mom, I've seen how important they are for success in the classroom and beyond. And as a realtor, I know that our schools are a big reason why people love to call Ankeny home. That's why I'm a proud supporter. Whether you're looking to upgrade, downsize, even find a driveway that fits a basketball hoop, I'm here to help at every step and stage of life. But before that, let's cheer on our team.
At Ankeny Community School District, we know the power of public education. Your child's preschool, transitional kindergarten, and kindergarten journey begins here with a strong foundation. Certified educators provide an engaging curriculum in safe, nurturing environments. Space is limited for preschool and transitional kindergarten. Experience Ankeny. Preschool is free, and the strong start we provide your little learner is priceless.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
And we're back live. Game number 3 coming up. Eagles are fired up. Players only huddle for the Hawkettes as they want to talk things out without the coaches. Coaches are involved a little bit right now, but pretty much the coaches let them take that huddle for game number 3. We're going to be 1st to 15. Important things about these game 3s is lots of coaches break these into little mini games, 1st to 5, 1st to 10, and then 1st to 15. So it'll be interesting to see who takes the first mini game here, the 1st to 5. ACA is riding a wave of enthusiasm and momentum from game number 2, so we'll see what they can do. It looks like they're going to be serving first as well. But a nice early season test for both of these clubs. ACA a 1A team and Ankeny a 5A team. The Eagles put it into play. Wiederin on the outside, cross court. Beautiful strike from her. Kill Wiederin. That'll put Isaacson back to the servicing line. Dobert swings, blocked by the Hawkettes. Back Dobert, she'll have to take this one over. Kellen Roush out. Out of system ball. Wiederin takes it off the libero and scores the point. I think that might have been sailing out, but she hit it so hard that libero couldn't get out of the way. Out of system ball here for the Eagles. They're going to have to take it over. It's a free ball here for the Hawkettes. They're going to run the quick middle, and the Roush to Roush connection works again. Kill for the Hawkettes. And that'll lead to an early timeout, 3-0 early lead here for the Hawkettes. We'll be right back. Real quick word from our sponsors.
Experience customer-first ownership at Carl Chevrolet. Dare to compare and choose the features that matter the most. From Super Cruise hands-free driving to best-in-class cargo space and the Turbo Max engine. With Iowa's largest selection and financing as low as 0%, your next Chevrolet is at Carl.
And we're back, 3-0. Quick timeout from Coach Quick for the Eagles. Isaacson still at the servicing line. Ball rolls off the top of the net on a roll shot, and Elsa tries to lay out for the dig and is not able to get enough of it to pop it up. Just check the rankings real quick. Ankeny in the preseason ranking is ranked number 3 in 5A, and ACA Eagles are ranked number 4 in 1A. That's Dobert back to serve. This ball will be out of system for the Hawkettes. Elsa's going to just take this one over. Run to the outside, Breeze bends, rears back, swings, kill for Benz. Out of system again for the Hawkettes. Elson tips that ball over the net, back to Breeze. Run the middle again, gonna get recycled. Wiederin takes a little bit off of that one, but dug up by the libero for the Eagles. Ben swings again. Isaacson with a beautiful pass out of the backside. Wiederin rears back, blocked. Ball still at play. Isaacson's gonna take it over. Ball keeps going. Quick Oh, gonna have a net violation by the Hawkettes. Called on Wiederen. She does not protest, so it must have hit the net. I think it's tied up 3-3. They should check the score here. I think it should be 3-3 rather than 4-2. 3-3. Get the score right here, guys, before we get too far here. Yeah, get the score right. Last thing we need is a scoring controversy here. There we go. Three to three, tied up. Wiederen outside. Can't stop her very many times as she puts that ball away. Cross-court kill for Wiederen. That'll be Caitlin Mesher back to serve. Ankeny looking to win the first little mini game of 5 here. Overpass from the Eagles. Send it to the outside. Wiederen again. And the ball is out. Up ref looks and calls, points to the line judge, and she called that ball out. The ball is out. Danny Craighead into the front row once again for the Eagles. Substitution. Nelson, ball dug out by the Eagles. Roll shot by the Eagles. Out of system ball for the Hawkettes. Elson, roll shot over the top of the block. They had a player there, but one of the blockers reached back and had a touch on it and throws the ball astray. Wiederen back to serve. They do win the first minigame 5-4 in favor of the Hawkettes. Ben swings, dug up by the libero for the Hawkettes. Back the outside, Elson rears back. Block. But the block goes out of bounds for the Eagles. Point for the Hawkettes. Wiederen serves, goes after the libero. Middle swing, Craighead, it's gonna be long, just barely long. Oh, down ref does see a touch. He called that very, very late. 2-point turnaround there in favor of the Eagles. They're back within 1. Outside to Ellison. Ellison rears back off the top of the block. Kill for Ellison. That'll be Marley Ellison back for the serve. 2-point lead for the Hawkettes. And a beautiful ace serve from Ellison. Much needed for the Hawkettes to get some breathing room, 8-5. Everybody in the gym kind of held their breath as that one just barely made it over the net, dropped right inside the 10-foot line. She does it almost again. Bends to swing. Popped up there by the libero. It goes over on an overpass, but nobody reacts on the Eagles side. Falls harmlessly into the middle of the court, and the Hawkettes get the kill from their libero, Mesher. 4-point lead for the Hawkettes. Bree swings, Ben swings, gets the line. Gets right around those blocks, made a really smart decision up against a real nice double block on the outside and just finagles that ball around the block and gets the kill. Beautiful pass from the Ankeny libero. They run the quick in the middle. Not able to convert on it. Try to go down the line from Dolbear, but just gets a little bit too hard of an angle. Goes out of bounds. Ankeny first to 10. Tough run for the setter there, but good swing from the outside hitter. Out to Isaacson. Isaacson pushes it to the corner, but the setter defense is able to pop that one up, and then they pop it off the block, and it sends it out of bounds. So off of Ankeny, out of bounds. 7-10, still in favor of the Hawkettes. Ought to be Weathers back to serve, the libero. Allison, perfect pass. Gets out to Isaacson. Isaacson with the cross court. It's a little bit too strong on the cross court. Goes out of bounds. Allison, perfect pass. Gets out to Isaacson. Isaacson with the cross court. Eagles back within 2. Back row attack from Wiederin. Dug up by the libero, Weathers. Free ball here for the Hawkettes. Running it quick, and just a little bit too strong for them. Not able to get a snap down. It's going to lead to a timeout for the Hawkettes. 10-9 in favor of the Hawkettes, but the Eagles right back into the game. We'll be right back after word from our sponsors.
At Elk River Contracting, we know a great remodel is a lot like the perfect beard. You can't rush it, and the beauty is in the details most people overlook. Because there are 2 kinds of contractors, the ones with magnificent beards and the ones you don't hire.
And we're back to action. Quick timeout from the Hawkettes. Trying to stop the bleeding, giving up quite a few points here in a row. I think this is the third point in a row. Trying to end things here and get back into a little bit of a lead for the Hawkettes. Still Weathers back for the serve. Isaacson, beautiful pass to get things going. Back to her. Gets blocked, goes out of bounds. Great job out of Isaacson. Beautiful pass to get things started and a smart hit off the block to get it out of bounds. Roush back to serve. That's going to go long. Untimely mistake from Roush there. Bring Eagles back into one. Serves are so important in this third set. Final set, we're just going to 15. Elsa takes out to Wiederin. Bride on the back line, it's in. Pops that lead back up to 2 for the Hawkettes. Isaacson back to serve. Need to get a little run for the Hawkettes, close this game out. Almost an overpass. It is an overpass, and perfectly placed there by the setter. She had to be close to being over the net there, but from a back row, it was a close ball there. But nice placement by her nonetheless. Back to Wiederin. Dug up by the Eagles. Bentz takes it off the top of the Wiederin block. Scores. Back within 1 for tied up here for the Eagles. 12-12. Dug up by the Eagles. Free ball here for the Eagles. See what they can do with it. Send it to the outside, quick. Dug up by the Ankeny libero, out to Wiederin. Wiederin rears back, blocked. Out of system for the Hawkettes, over to Ellison. Ellison rears back, it's touched by the Eagles and down. Hawkettes working hard to get that point. 13-12 in favor of the Hawkettes. Mesher back to serve, the libero. Dumped by the setter. Roush gets it up. Ellison sends it over. Free ball here for the Eagles. See what they can do with it. Send it out to Benson on the outside. Dug up by the libero from Ankeny. Ellison swings. Overpass by the Eagles. Hawkettes put it away. Huge point for the Hawkettes. Wiederin takes that overpass and puts it where nobody's at. Game point for the Hawkettes. Mesher serve. Game point. Ellison ball up. Roush gets that. Mesher takes that ball over. Ben swings off the block. Keeps the Eagles in the match. 13-14. That's Gwendolyn Ramsey into serve. Still game point here for the Hawkettes. Risk, roll shot. Free ball here for the Hawkettes. Let's see what they can do with it. Risk gets it up, nice ball. Backside, Wiederin puts it away! Kill Wiederin! And that's a 15-13 win for the Hawkettes. They had to fight like heck to get the job done. 2-1 in favor of the Hawkettes. They go to 2-0 on the season. ACA Eagles go on 1-1, and North Polk starts off the year at 0-2. Great night from the Hawkettes tonight. Good start to the season. Appreciate all our sponsors bringing it to you live from the Hawks Nest tonight. And we will see everybody here next time. We're here for a home game. Appreciate Levi Yeager staying around here and doing the camera work and the board here for us. And we'll see you guys next time for the next home game.
More Iowans drive Chevy than any other brand, and nearly 25% of the new Chevrolets sold last year came from the Carl Auto Group. Since 1978, we've exceeded expectations with an unbeatable selection and hard work that makes us your dealer for life. Come see why Iowans trust Carl Chevrolet, with locations in Ankeny, Stewart, and Webster City.
Your dealer for life, it's the Carl way.